Hello, it's Kazuyoshi. Despite I am in Calgary, not just because of the bad weather, but because I have a lot of things to do, I'm spending many time in this place and doing work, flying 15, 18 hours. But that's part of my life. And this morning I woke up at 6 a.m. and started a meeting with 7 a.m. I think 7 a.m. is that okay, but because of the jet lag, uh, it's 7 a.m. after a very short sleep. So I've been up since then, this evening, going close to the evening. But the point is, I had a meeting with my team, and we had a great learning. And I connected this thing with the story that I heard at the TED 2025, which I participated 2 months ago at Vancouver, Canada. And I should remember the name of the person who spoke this, but I can't come up now. But I think it's not important. The point is that the communication discrepancy and how we can solve that. This great person have articulated wonderfully. And this was a funny guy. He spoke about a lot of things to how to make your life beautiful, successful, 11 tips or those kind of things. And this person was a very famous person as a filmmaker. So you can usually find this, but and the point is that the last very important tip provided by this person was that he always brings as American people eat a lot of steak. So the picture of the steak that you want it to be cooked. And so that you can show that to explain how would you to make it the right level of cooking, like medium rare or whatever. But it does not end here. Behind this, my team had communication working on the system, creating a system, and somebody says, I've done my work. The other person says that I've done my work. And there always a gap, and how we can solve that was underlying issue there. And I just brought this story, not my story, but his story. And he said that it's always important to bring the steak, picture of the steak, photo of a steak. But the story not doesn't end here, but you can show this to the waiter or waitress and never tell them to cook this way because this waiter or waitress needs to translate that to the cook, and there are always a gap. And the worst thing is that you hand this picture to the waiter, and this waiter or waitress will bring it to the kitchen and show that to the cook. That's further worse because that will bad for the pride of the cook. So you don't do that. So what's the solution? It's amazing. You show the picture to the waiter and waitress and ask, in your restaurant, how do you call this? Okay, she will say, okay, we call this medium rare plus. Okay, then please cook my steak to make it as a medium rare plus. Then it's gonna be successful. this brings a very important message that you have your language, they have their language. You can speak your language, but they have to understand with their language. This deep and also kind, compassionate way of speaking to people. And I spoke about this, the kind of a message that I wanted to convey probably has been reached to the person that I want to say, speak, tell my message. So I'm not just this time, but these days I am trying to develop my skill to speak, convey things with these nice messages. That's what I'm trying to do now, and hope this has added some value to your daily life. Thank you.